Okay, after giving it some time, I had a few hours to think about what happened in the direct. I mean, if you haven't seen my reaction with the Balance channel, it's on my channel. You can go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. So I just want to get the good news out of the way. Federation Force is really the only good thing that they showed at the direct. I mean, come on. Why would you on this thing? It's a 4-player co-op multiplayer story mode. I mean, you could probably play solo, but you could play with your friends across the globe and story. And it's really good because it doesn't focus on Samus. It expands the Metroid universe and stuff. And what's awesome about this is they did show Samus and they did her design, which is good because we need some change. But I don't want to see her girl anywhere. And Next Level Games did it perfectly. I don't see any. They ruined Samus ever since Metroid Zero Mission. So I don't want to see her girl. Metroid Federation Force is a good game. Stop whining about it like a it's what we need. As for the other things, I'm just gonna talk about the main points. Star Fox looks it doesn't look like they had any changes. I mean, look at it. Polygons all over the place, and then if bonus game, which is a disc itself. I mean, it looked like a mini game within a game. That's what everybody thought. And then they announced it as a disc. I mean, can the disc not handle Project Guard, whatever the it is? No one's gonna play that game. Who the seriously? Who the is so hyped up for Star Fox that they're gonna play Project Guard with their friends, where you operate cameras? What kind of game is that? Do you really want to play that? Are you excited for it? Off. And then they get to the point where they show Amiibo Crossing Festival, whatever the it is. No one likes that game. Not even like the fanboys or fangirls like that game. Everybody hates that game. But Nintendo doesn't have a clue, okay? They just want to get this easy money. So the way they can get this easy money is to sell Amiibo. They want to make more Amiibo, more variations of Isabelle, which they showed off. They're trying to sucker you in to buy that Do not let it happen to you. Guys, this is the time where your voice should be heard. You should not be suckered in to buying repeated over and over again. You should make a stand and demand new content. Because, let's face it, that new Paper Mario game is another sticker star. And from what I read, everybody wants another 1,000-year door type of game. I mean, I prefer the old Paper Mario style gameplay. I'm pretty sure everybody does. But Nintendo is not listening. What they are doing is doing another sticker star formula because it's easier and requires less effort to make. Don't you understand that they're trying to make an easy buck off of you by repeating rehashed bullshit that works for them the first time, and they're going to try it a second time just to get that same amount of reception. They want your money, and they want to do it without any effort. Do not buy the game. Here's a little history lesson for you. New Super Mario Bros. For the DS was a good game. It sold well. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, okay, fine. Console game, sold well. But then they milked it to the point where there's a new Super Mario Bros. 2 for the new 3DS, or I mean the 3DS, whatever the okay? And then they did new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii U. But you still bought the game. You still gave it good scores. Why are you doing this? These two games are soulless. They have no identity, and they just take stuff from the other two games. It's nothing different. It is not different. Not new, fucking Mario 3D Land for the 3DS, okay? That was a great game. It was alright for a handheld, but it could not work on a console. But what did they do? They took that simple concept because they had everything ready and they wanted to make a game without effort to try to get money off you guys for 3D World. And what'd you guys do? You praised that game. What's 3D World like now? It's forgettable. No one is playing 3D World right now, and you should admit that. You can just check all over the place. No one's playing that You guys need to wake up for once and realize that they're trying to do the same thing with Paper Mario. Mario. You're gonna let them do that to Paper Mario? No, do not let them do that. You like Paper Mario. You want an old, standard, just regular, jumping on enemies, attacking RPG Paper Mario, right? Well, you're not gonna get that if you keep praising Nintendo for their concepts and lazy, rehashed ideas and buying the same game with a different paint all over again, because that's what Color Splash is. It is sticker scar with a different paint. Don't be fooled. I called it sticker scar for a reason. It is a scar on the series, and it will be like this going on forth unless you make your voice be heard that you do not want this game and you will not support Nintendo at any given cost. What we should have got was like a Mario 64 HD remake. It is deservable. It changed the gaming industry for 3D platforming. It is innovative. It changed its anniversary's coming up, and they're just gonna over like it doesn't exist. Do you know why? They don't give a about that. All they care about is their stupid weeb shit, easy money, and rehashing ideas they did like a year before. Stop being fooled. This is not the old Nintendo anymore. This is a new Nintendo. A Nintendo that should just be called Weeby on their system. Their system should just be called Weeby because every single that they make creates more weebs in this earth. Do not be fooled. You know, that Paper Mario pissed me off the most. But then the majority of the Direct was just a bunch of weeb games, RPGs, Japanese you got this game being introduced called Gunvolt, and then you got the guy speaking Japanese voice acting. Where's the English voice actors? Do they not care? What about the Western audience? They're advertising this to the West, but they're using their language they speak, which we don't understand. So how the is it supposed to appeal to us? Please, tell me! And you know, you got this new Mario versus Donkey Kong, and it's not really Mario versus Donkey Kong, it's just some gimmick bullshit. No one gives a and why isn't there a Wario mini? I mean, Wario is much of a better character than Rosalina, especially in the Mario series, more recognizable, but yet Rosalina takes his place and Daisy's place. What the is going on here with the stupid hentai waifu movement? I don't give a What about Twilight Princess HD, man? I mean, come on, that is the most piss-poor excuse for an HD game I have ever seen. HD remake. It doesn't even look different if you compare the version to this version. The Wii version actually looks better, which is pathetic. And then you got, like, Hyrule Warriors Legends, and then they talk about you can download the DLC characters on the Wii U version. Then what the is the point of having this on the 3DS if it's the same game on the Wii U? It's just a game. You know what it is? It's just releasing the same game on a handheld so they can make more money. That's all it is. And that Kirby game, another same gameplay, generic, boring already seen with a gimmick. The gimmick is a mech, and what do you see next to the mech? Some trash cans only by the mech. So by default, you already know that the game's gonna be here as and holding your hand. But this is a Nintendo Direct, guys, right? But for some reason, we get Bravely Default, Dragon Quest, and all these other dumb games, Monster Hunter. I don't give a fuck about all these Japanese games that should be staying over in Japan. Splatoon, I don't give a fuck. This is a Nintendo Direct. Everybody is suspecting some Mario news on a main Mario title, such as, you know, a 3D platformer, or a Paper Mario RPG, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, or Legend of Zelda news for the new Legend of Zelda, or, F-Zero, Metroid, Donkey Kong, the big franchises that everybody cares about. No one gives a for this filler bullshit. No one gives a for Bravely Default. Well, oh, I'm gonna buy a game with a generic anime on the front because this is the kind of game that I like. Well, don't make fun of the game. You don't understand the story. The story's really deep. And shut the f***! This game sucks and it's not Nintendo. I think I addressed all the main points. I mean, if I forgot something, who gives a f***? You already already know what I thought about their direct. Metroid Federation Force was the only good thing to come out of it. We need some fucking change, and we need to start now. We need our voices to be heard and get Nintendo in a direction where it's classified as gaming. We don't need to be like handicapped retards on a Wii U and not be able to speak to our friends. We need to be able to socialize with our friends on any game that we want at any given opportunity. I want to talk to my friends on the mic. I don't want to be limited and just talk to them in the lobby. Who the talks in the lobby? You might as well just delete that feature altogether if you can only talk in the lobby. Just off. Let me talk in the game. The NX is another chance for Nintendo. It's the next chance for Nintendo. If you want them to be better, you better criticize them now, because if you don't, it will just end up like a neutered Wii, just like the Wii U. That's all it is. But this time, it's going to be a neutered Wii U. You're not going to be able to socialize, you're not going to be able to PM people whenever you want, and you're not going to be able to play multiplayer in your first party titles. You want that, you got to demand it. So, I'm going to always on Nintendo if they do something wrong. We need first party titles with multiplayer online options. We need to be able to speak to our friends outside of the lobby and in the game. We need to be able to PM our friends anytime we want, even if they're online. I'm tired of being junior modded by some autistic that just false reports me, and Miiverse just says it's alright, okay? My friend gets banned for a Mario drawing punching Sonic, but a person can draw a Lucario with a cleavage showing, but that's okay, right? We can draw furries with panties because that's Nintendo approved. Well, you're Nintendo, get it right! All I am asking is for you to wake up to see what Nintendo is really doing. You know, Paper Mario Color Splash may be the wake-up call that you need to make yourself realize what direction Nintendo is going for all their franchises going forth. We are not going to accept any rehashed or reworked idea that worked like 1 or 2 years ago. We are going to demand an original idea that we want. We will make Nintendo listen to its fans.